Searching for the perfect gift for the book lover in your life? Look no further. Local author and Henry County native James Johnson has unveiled his autobiography, Searching for the Promised Land, where he shares his remarkable journey and experiences.
Actually, I began writing this book in 1980, during the time that I had been back home for about 4 years. At age 17, when I graduated high school, I swore I would never come back to Alabama again because of the Jim Crow laws, and there were just so many unanswered questions that I could not find the answers to. And so I began wandering around, trying to find the ideal place to live where I could be respected as a black man and to use the gifts that God had given me.
Your book covers some painful events like the lynching of a relative and the rape of an aunt. Was it difficult for you to revisit and write about these traumatic stories?
It was in the beginning, but I had to put aside personal feelings to discuss the things that actually happened, and I found out it was a form of therapy for me to be able to talk about these difficult subjects, but I had to get some relief myself from the pent-up feelings that I had, because had I not done that, then it would eventually destroy me, because I was full of a lot of hatred when I left Alabama, particularly because everything that pertained to my people, my race, was negative. See, so I knew in my spirit that there was something different about myself, that I had to go searching to find out who we were, which eventually led me to New Jersey, where I entered college and I began to major in black studies. Prior to that, I found myself trying to become part of Black Panthers, Black Muslims, whatever it took to feed my spirit, to find out where I belong in society.
What message of hope would you want readers to take away, or if they're struggling with belonging or difficult family histories, what do you want them to take away from your story?
A book is actually a book of testimonies of how God took care of me in my ignorance, and how I finally began in 1985, where I gave up. And I said, Lord, I messed up. I don't know what to do with my life. Take it and do whatever you want to do with it. And so at that moment, I felt this burden lift up off of me. And a year or so later, that's when the Lord told me to go back to Alabama. And when I go back this time, that he was going to plant me.
You can take the lessons that you learned to teach students now, so that it comes full circle.
Now, they see an interest in that. If I can overcome where our parents abandoned 8 children at one time, and how I was able to overcome the poverty and the hardships, they too to overcome.
You can grab a copy on Amazon or Barnes & Noble, or you might catch James Johnson himself to snag a signed edition. I'm Deborah Pearson reporting for Wolf News.